Okay, hi all. My name is Andrey Mishchenko. I work at Yandex, and my report is on bots detection in crowdsourcing data. Tolokai is a crowdsourcing platform developed at Yandex. You may visit the site to learn more, but basically it is a Russian-oriented mechanical Turk. It deals with 3-column data sets, the task, the worker, and the label. And normally this data has some overlap. The same task is labeled by several different workers. Given this kind of data, my primary goal was to rank the workers by their performance, by the quality of the labels they produce, so that you could cut off the bottom and bend them. The approach we chose was kind of obvious. We're going to define some model of how workers behave and train its parameters using the data we have. Hereby, I present you the final model our research ended up with. We tried several models and their modifications, but this one appeared to work better than others. The model is surprisingly simple. It assumes that every worker has a probability gamma associated with her, and only with that probability the worker actually observes the task. If she does, then the distribution of her labels depend on the true label hidden behind the task. So it is a corresponding row from a similarity matrix R. But otherwise, the worker decides to cheat and ignores the task completely, in which case she labels at random. According to the distribution Q, this distribution is worker-specific, but it doesn't depend on the task at all. The optimization process is pretty much straightforward. Naive bias to estimate the hidden variables and conjugate gradients to feed the free parameters. One detail I would mention that all the derivatives are computed automatically. All I had to code manually was the likelihood function itself. All the rest was done by the machine. I've made a separate slide about this autogradient magic. It is supposed to give you a clue of what it is all about, but if it's not enough, catch me later and I'll share all the details how exactly this stuff works. It is a very cute idea worth being aware of, in my opinion. Okay, some humble numbers to see how awesome we are. It is an image classification data set, 7 grades of porn. These numbers were computed using the labels assigned by moderators, not the crowdsourcers, but Yandex staff people whom we supposedly trust. Of course, these labels were stripped off while training the model, but then they were used to measure the quality of the result. We're almost done. To sum up, I have some key points I believe were crucial. The autogradient mentioned before to speed up the research process. A slightly modified expectation maximization method to converge faster. Only hidden variables per task. No free parameters assigned per task to prevent overfitting. And one tiny issue we had encountered was that the training of similarity matrix appeared not to be a trivial task. We had to invent some special parameterization to save the whole idea. Okay, that's all. Here is a list of contact opportunities. If you have any ideas regarding this model, feel free to share, and thank you for your attention.